Being an American baseball player has a lot that comes with it. The fame, the titles, money, the awards, and the pressure. But very few have been able to handle all this and remain humble as Goldie, who's on the trajectory of acquiring a Hall of Fame status. We're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at everything you want to know about Paul Goldschmidt, his passion, route to the Hall of Fame, faith, beliefs, and a few surprises along the way. Did you know? While playing for the golf team at Texas State University, Amy, Goldschmidt's wife, also served as a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, but she never knew Goldschmidt played baseball. Paul's humble beginnings in Wilmington, Delaware are from a Jewish and Catholic background. He had 3 Jewish grandparents who escaped Hitler's Holocaust in Nazi Germany. Originally a Houston Astros fan, he won the state championship in 2006 with the Woodlands High School, Texas, playing as the team's third baseman. Goldschmidt had a lot of baseball heroes growing up, but idolized Jeff Bagwell and Lance Berkman as his 2 favorite players. Paul enrolled at Texas State University to play college baseball for the Texas State Bobcats baseball team, where he also met Amy Glazier during his freshman year at Texas State. He was named the Southland Conference Hitter of the Year for 2 consecutive years, also setting the Bobcat career records with 36 home runs and 179 RBIs. In the 49th round of the 2006 MLB draft, the Los Angeles Dodgers selected Goldschmidt, even though they knew it was a long shot to sign the 19-year-old at that time, but still selected him nonetheless. Goldschmidt got the number 44 during his first call-up to the big league debut. He got into his locker and saw the number 44. It just stuck ever since then. "I'm not too picky. I was just happy to have a number," he said. During off-season, Schmidt likes to relax and do what everyone else does. In his words, seeing a movie, spending time with his family, and also playing golf alongside Amy. Paul's also a big reader. He attributes the book Freedom Flight as the first book to open his mental training. It was recommended to him by a trainer. He recommends other books by Ryan Holiday. Ego is the enemy and obstacle. He attributes Mike Patterson as his favorite author. He loves the lines of Mike in Christian, mental, business, leadership, and management. Most of his topics are for him to learn and get better. He also attributes his success to having great coaches and learning from great athletes around him with the zeal and hunger to never stop growing. Paul is a lover of math and finances, and he says if he wasn't playing baseball for a living, he'd probably be a personal financer, investing in people's businesses. Shocking, right? However, we are glad you chose baseball, Goldie. Paul met Amy in a study hall during their freshman year at Texas State University. Becoming friends and classmates during a few classes, their friendship blossomed into something more romantic. Formerly known as Amy Glazier, Amy captained the school's team twice to 4 district championships and 2 major championships in volleyball. To crown it all, she was a 3-time all-district selection and a 4-year letter winner. Despite having a successful high school volleyball career, Amy chose to play golf instead. She later earned a bachelor's degree in business marketing. And after 3 years of dating, Paul eventually proposed to Amy while she was still in college, exchanging their vows at Texas Christian University's Robert Carr Chapel. In 2015, the couple welcomed their first child, Jake Goldschmidt. It wasn't long before they welcomed their daughter. Paul really makes an effort to share the same sport and hobbies with Amy. Whenever Paul feels the need to adequately prepare himself, he goes into the training room, and when he needs to loosen up, he enters the waiting room to get his body and mind ready before getting into the cage to practice his swings. Did you say weird? Well, for Paul, it wasn't. We mean, he estimates he hits 30 balls in the cage before every season's game. But to him, it's not about the number of swings, but the quality. As of September 2022, Paul Goldschmidt's net worth is estimated to be $20 million. His deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks included a signing bonus of $95,000 in 2009 during the MLB draft in the 8th round. After his rookie season, he saw a deal worth $482,000 with the Diamondbacks and a 5-year extension worth $32 million a few years later. By evaluating all of Paul's current endorsement deals, we know he's made over $84.1 million from playing baseball. In 2019, during his move from Diamondbacks to the St. Louis Cardinals, a move that saw him earn a whopping salary of $26 million per year. Paul and Amy eventually moved the family to Florida, having reportedly sold his mansion in Arizona in 2020. Shortly after that, he purchased a home in Jupiter, Florida, which is located less than 10 miles south of the Cardinals' spring training site. The 10,000-plus square foot house is for $5.5 million, and it appears to be worth every penny. It has an indoor golf simulator, a spa area, and a maxed-out game space with a room designed just for barbecuing. And outside brings more delights with a pool, a party area, a putting green, and a sunken fire pit. In 2020, he bought a home in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, purchasing it from South African golfer Louis Oosthuizen. At this point, you wouldn't be wrong to guess if Paul's second sport could be golf, considering so many ties he's had with golf over the course of his life. Goldschmidt made a partnership with Chef's Cut Real Jerky in 2016. He said it marked the first time he had taken company equity. The equity for me was a very significant factor. Hopefully, having a long-term collaboration gives a little more of a meaning to it, he added. Goldschmidt's obligations under the partnership agreement include being showcased in local stores and external advertising campaigns, digital and social media activation, appearing at local events, and helping to generate awareness for the brand throughout the country. During a time where Amy and Paul would visit the Phoenix Children's Hospital, the pair started a fundraising called Goldie's Fund for Kids to create a center that will aid in the development of a cure for cancer and other blood problems. Amy and Paul were able to collect approximately $186,000. His charity hosted bowling events which raised funds for Phoenix Children's Hospital. An avid believer of Christ and an avid believer of the gospel, Goldschmidt is very open about his beliefs as he and Amy are evangelical adults. He attributes his success in the game to Christ and has been described as humble by many. At first, Goldie, as he's fondly called, did not believe in the existence of any God and was of the opinion that if there was any God out there, he would find out later for himself. But it wasn't a top priority at all. That would all change in 2011 during his time with the Diamondbacks manager Ward Turner. Turner introduced Goldschmidt into the Christian faith as they spent time reading the Bible together while discussing faith and life. Goldie says he found so much truth and wise sayings in the book of Proverbs, which was a convincing statement of the word of God to be true. On July 16th, Goldschmidt became the 153rd member of the 300 Home Run Club, becoming one of 10 active players to hit 300 home runs in 2022. And given how well he's played this season, not just his entire career, there have been talks of a possible entry for him into the Hall of Fame. Amidst these calls, Goldie has always remained humbled, not holding back his thoughts on what he thinks of an entry into the Hall of Fame. It's been a wonderful watch seeing the 19-year-old kid from Wilmington, Delaware, grow into a man and a national hero. While there's so much to still achieve for the 7-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove, and 4-time Silver Slugger Awards winner, he's always maintained that these things do not drive him, even with over 300 home runs. We guess the big question is, what next awaits Goldie? Hall of Fame? If you enjoyed this video about Paul Goldschmidt, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below, because we're sure you'll like that one too.